Welcome to Crocker's Crazy Living. Welcome back to Crocker's Crazy Living. This is Friday afternoon on Good Friday. Getting ready to show you my mac and cheese recipe. I have not yet done this mac and cheese recipe for you. It's a simple recipe. It's delicious. My kids love it. I've made it 3 or 4 times. It's a homemade mac and cheese. In this big pot right here, I have my boiling pasta. I like to use the Captavi. It looks like that. It's a bigger, thicker, swirly noodle. It's delicious. Sucks up the cheese really nicely. In this pan, I got 1 stick of butter. And I have my flour. I'm making my roux. I am going to add my milk to make my cream sauce. When you're making your roux, for that 1 stick of butter, you just want to be able to add enough flour to make a nice paste. And then let that cook for a few minutes to kind of get that flour tasty out of there. I didn't want it too dark. So you saw what it looked like, kind of like an almond color. Not a brown color. I just turned my heat up to medium. Turn my heat up to medium so I could start to get my roux and my flour to combine to make my sauce. I'm doing my Easter cooking today on Good Friday because my family does Easter Saturday instead of Easter Sunday, because as hectic as Easter can be, it shouldn't be, you know. So Easter Sunday is all about going to church for the risen Savior and coming home, enjoying family, enjoying life. So it gets so crazy at the Easter time and, you know, Christmas time as well, that we choose to do Easter Saturday. So we get together the Saturday before Easter for my family, our family time. Easter egg hunt, the lunch, the big dinner, hanging out, family time. Okay, when your cream sauce starts to thicken up, I just want to add a little bit more milk. You don't want your cream sauce super thick at this point. Because you're going to be adding in, I have 3 different kinds of cheeses. When it comes to mac and cheese, you can pretty much use any kind of cheese that you like. I don't use a strong cheese. I don't like Swiss cheese, so I don't use Gruyere or anything like that. Today I'm using a combination of an 8-ounce block of Munster cheese. I have 2 packages of creamy melts, 3 cheese blend, which probably has Monterey Jack in it, and cheddar. And then I have a bag of mild cheddar. Not sure how much of all that I'm going to use. Just bring this up to a little bit higher temperature. Yeah, I'll add a little bit more milk. I don't want it too runny at this point. because I'm going to add my cheese. I know people don't like putting oil in their pasta, but I just put a little teeny bit of grapeseed oil. It's flavorless, just to kind of help that foam creating on top of my pasta. All right, turn my heat back down to medium. I'm going to go ahead and use my Munster cheese, and I just took a minute and shredded this. That's an 8-ounce block of Munster. I have 1 pack of creamy milk, 3 cheese, and it is Monterey Jack, Colby, and cheddar cheeses with cream cheese. That'll make it nice and creamy and smooth. So I can get the package open. When I'm going to make mac and cheese, I will try to find these cheeses on sale. Buy one, get ones is a great deal for these cheeses. Because it can get kind of pricey depending on what kind of type of cheese you use. I have used Colby, I have used Monterey Jack, I have used cheddar, I have used I use the Munster cheese, I have used mozzarella blended with all these, but I try to at least blend 3 different types of cheese. All right, I'm going to put my mild cheddar in there as well. Turn this down some more. This cheese starts to cook in this pan. It likes to kind of scorch to the bottom and get brown bits in it. So I just want to melt it down, but I want it not boiling at this point. I'm going to go ahead and use that other bag of creamy melts. I like lots of cheese in my mac and cheese, but who doesn't? I know I'm going to have a lot of cheese in this menu for Easter. I had already made a squash casserole, which called for cheese. And I'm going to put more cheese on it tomorrow and then bake it. I'm going to bake it, heat it. When I go to heat it up, I'm going to heat it up. And I'm going to put more cheese on it. And then I'm going to put those crispy onions on top. Add some more milk. If you want to use whole milk, you could use half and half. You can use evaporated milk. I just use regular old milk, whole milk. I just use regular whole milk, not old milk, whole milk. You can see how cheesy and thick that is. Look at that. I actually made it really creamy one day. Ooh, I put more milk in it and made it super creamy. And I just dipped chips in it. It was delicious. Some people put a little bit of nutmeg in their mac and cheese. I've never tried that. I've only done salt and pepper. I don't know what this nutmeg would do for it. A little bit of salt. I know I got salt in the water. I am sweating today. It's hot in here in this kitchen. A little bit of pepper. A bit more. I don't know what the nutmeg would do to it. I don't want to try it because I know that my children like it the way it is. I hope this is good. Last time I made this particular pasta, it was plenty. You know what? I didn't even set my timer for my pasta. I always try to set a timer for my pasta so I know where I'm at on how I'm done this. Oh my gosh. So hot. It's a beautiful day down here in Florida, but this, it's hot over the stove for sure. What I'll probably do when this is all, when that pasta is done, I will drain it. Let me try one. I'll drain it. Ooh, it is really, really boiling hot. And then I have a lid that goes on my pot that helps to drain. I'll drain it. Let's try. That's done. I'll put that lid on there. I'll drain it. And then it's hot. Let me find pot holders here. I'll drain this and I'll mix the cheese right in this pot with the mac. Looks really good. In this huge pan, it doesn't look like a lot of mac and cheese. I'm going to dump this pan of cheese sauce into that. I'm going to use my scraper spatula here. Let's get all of this cheesy goodness out of this pan. Don't want any scraps of cheese left behind. No, but the cost of things these days. All right. Now I'm just going to start mixing this. It's a lot of cheese sauce. See, it looks like almost looks like it's just too much cheese and not enough pasta. And that happened the last time. But I make it the same way every time. And it always turns out really, really good. But do I need like an extra box of half a box of pasta? I bought a bunch of that Cap Tabby because sometimes in my store doesn't always carry it. And when I found it, it was on sale and I bought a bunch of boxes. All right, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I think I'm going to pause you, and I'm going to wash this pan out, and then I'm going to boil another half a box of the mac for the mac and cheese. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Just about burnt my tongue tasting a piece of macaroni. So I went ahead and cooked up a half a box. I think those were 1 pound boxes. Let me check. Yeah. 1 pound box of that cavatappi, about a half a box more I did. There, that looks like it's going to be perfectly thick enough. I like a better ratio of noodle to cheese. I don't like looking at my macaroni and I can't see the noodles and all I see is the cheese. I'm weird about that. I like a good mixture of cheese to noodle. That's all I can say. Here's what it looks like. See? Good ratio of cheese to noodle. It's not like I can't find my noodles. So I'm going to dump this in a greased 9x13 casserole. That looks delicious. I'm going to dump the rest of this in here. That is a heavy pot of cheese. Mac and cheese. Lovely. That is a full, wow. That is a full pan. All right, too bad Calvin's not here. He would love this with some tortilla chips. Scrape this pan out. He would love this. Right, just gonna smooth that out. Boy, does that look good. Might even hope it doesn't overflow when I go to cook it. Get that off there. Is that good? Okay, now, it's hot in this kitchen. Now I'm gonna take, I got these mini packs of Ritz. You scared me. Mini packs of Ritz. I'm going to use 2 of these, and I'm going to mash these down, and I'm going to pour them over the top of my casserole, mac and cheese. I found this was an interesting way to smash my crackers. It works. I saw somebody else do this, and it literally works very well. Sprinkle them on there. See how perfect they are? Yeah. No muss, no fuss. Just take the whole pack and smash it down on the table. Pack them down. Sometimes they pop open. This one did not. Pour it out. Not sure if anybody likes it this way. I like it this way. I know a lot of people like their cheese on their mac and cheese just brown and crunchy and all that. I don't like it that way. I really don't. If I'm going to eat it plain, I just want it cheesy on the top. If I'm going to put cracker crumbs on it, I like to put Ritz. I like to do this. I don't care for the breadcrumb one. I tried that before and wasn't for me. Now, my daughter says that the kids, Calvin and Madeline, Madeline eats anything you put in front of her. She loves to eat. Calvin is a little bit more picky. Sometimes. With mac and cheese, he's a simple kid. He likes Kraft mac and cheese out of the box. But so did my children when they were his age. But when he comes over here, he gets in my pantry and he's always looking for Ritz crackers. Always looking for Ritz crackers. So I buy those mini packs and then I just give him a whole pack and he just sits on the couch and eats his crackers. I am going to take about a half a stick of butter and melt that in the microwave. And then just drizzle that over the top. That gives that cracker just a little bit of extra something, something. Just makes it extra good when it goes to bake in the oven. Oops. Put this in my Pampered Chef. Remember Chef Shelf? The Pampered Chef measuring cup that is heat proof. Bronze microwave. Do that for 30 seconds. You can feel how hot it is. It's nice and cool out there, and you come in here and it's 100 degrees. But since he put that cover, that radiator cover back up there, you don't feel the air like I was. When I was feeling that air without that cover, it was just pouring out of there. Yeah. Like blowing on me hard. And now I can barely feel it. I know it. No, I am. They're hearing everybody. They're hearing me.
The vet directs it in different directions so it doesn't all hit in one spot like your face.
Alright, so here's my half a stick of melted butter. I'm just gonna ever so carefully drizzle this around the crackers. Now some people would have mixed the butter with the crackers. I'm just pouring it over the top. And you know, the reason why I think Calvin will like this is because it's Ritz crackers. It's his favorite cracker. It's his favorite cracker. Alright, so there it is. My mac and cheese, I'm going to put this in the oven for at least a half an hour. And then I will store it in the refrigerator overnight. And then tomorrow morning, or when I get to my mother-in-law's tomorrow, I will pop it in her oven just to heat it back up for lunch. And there you have it. That's it. I will take a picture of this casserole and I will take a picture of my squash casserole that I made earlier and post both of those on my YouTube channel page under community. So the photos will be there if anybody wants to see how this turns out. I think it's going to be amazing. I'm going to pop it in the oven. Yeah, I like to. I'm going to cook everything tonight, and tomorrow it's go over there for the Easter egg hunt. Pop the stuff in the oven while we're doing the hunt. We're having that 350 still. Yeah. Pop everything back in the oven while I'm doing the Easter egg hunt with the kids, and have my mother-in-law be the timekeeper or whatever, and we'll be ready for lunch tomorrow. All right, thank you so much for this episode of Cracker's Crazy Living, mac and cheese my way. If you have not yet had a chance to hit the subscribe button, please do so below. Give me a thumbs up. That likes my page. It gives me a like. Ring that bell. It'll notify you when I post another video. And have a wonderful, wonderful Easter Sunday this weekend with your family and your friends, however you are celebrating the resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you soon. Bye.